Hello, I am Professor Panchibhai. Today we are going to discuss about a velocity analysis by ICR method. Before doing any velocity analysis, we are supposed to know what is meant by ICR. ICR means instantaneous center of rotation. How we are going to find out a instantaneous center of rotation for a given body. So for that we are considering the one of the body. Okay, that body AB is over there, and that body AB is moving from AB position to A1 B1 position or final position. Okay, when the body AB has moved from AB to A1 B1, it is moving in two parts. First one is A1 B dash, and then B dash to B1. Means from AB it is from AB to A1 B dash, it is having a translation motion, and then from A1 B dash to A1 B1 is nothing but a rotational motion. Okay, means when the body is having a translation as well as rotational motion, but in actual practice we are unable to see both the motion at the same time, at a particular instant. So it takes place in a very quick time, and we are supposed to know that, or we are supposed to find out, or we are considering that the whole body, when the body has moved from AB to A1 B1, combining of translation as well as rotational motion, we are considering the link AB or the body AB is assumed to be in a pure rotational motion. Means though there is a presence of a translation and rotational motion, we are assuming that the body AB has moved from AB position to A1 B1 position to following a pure rotational motion. Okay, when it is going to follow a pure rotational motion, it will have a constant angular velocity about a certain point, and about that particular point, and when the body will have a pure rotational motion about a certain point, and that point is called as an instantaneous center of rotation for that instant. Okay, means when a combined rotational motion or combined motion of translation and rotational is exist for a link AB, but we have to assume instead of a rotational and a translation, it is supposed to be in a pure rotational motion. When the body will be in a pure rotational motion, okay, it will have to rotate about a certain point with a constant angular velocity, and that point is called as the instantaneous center of rotation. Okay, then next, now consider there is a body P is over here. Okay, and body Q is over there. A body P is rotating with some velocity. Okay, now related to the body Q, we are assuming that the body Q is fixed. Okay, now consider 2 points on body P. I have considered point 1, that is the point A, and point B. This both the points are considered on body P. Okay, now as I have considered these 2 points, and the body P is moving related to body Q. I have considered these 2 points. Now I am considering that the velocity, for instant velocity of point A is moving in this direction, so I have drawn one vector in this direction, and velocity of point B is moving in this direction. Both the points A and B are present on body P only. Okay, now if you draw a one line, okay, which is perpendicular to the velocity vector for a point A, which is lying on a body A, P. Okay, so if you draw a line perpendicular to the velocity, so on this line at some point, okay, we can say that it is rotated with a constant angular velocity. Okay, on this line which is drawn perpendicular to the velocity VA, so on this line there may be some point, about this particular point the body P is rotating with constant angular velocity. Similarly, if I consider the body point B on the body P, and I have drawn one more vector which will be perpendicular to the velocity VB. Okay, this line is drawn. hmm, I can say that on this line there must be a one point. On this point, the body P is rotating with a constant angular velocity. Now, if I had drawn then the intersection of the line drawn from point A and point B is going to be intersect at some point, okay, and at this point is nothing but called as a point I, and that point is also known as instantaneous center of velocity or instantaneous center of rotation, or simply ICR. It means that this is the way to locate the ICR for a body which is moving relative to the another body. For that I have considered the point A and point B. The point A is moving in a particular direction. Similarly, point B will moving in another direction. In order to locate the ICR of a body P related to body Q, I have drawn out two vectors which will be perpendicular to the velocity Va and Vb. These two vectors drawn perpendicular to the Va and Vb will intersect at one point, and this intersection point is nothing but a ICR point, or also called as instantaneous center of rotation, of whom a instantaneous center of rotation of a body P relative to Q for that instant. For another instant, the velocity of body A will be in a different direction, velocity of body B will be having a different direction. Then perpendicular to this vector will have another intersecting point which will be different from this location. So for another instant there will be another instantaneous center of rotation, and this is a general method to locate a ICR for a given body. Okay, so we have find out how to locate ICR for a given body. Now generally the ICR is given by I suffix P related to Q, which represent the ICR of body P related to body Q. Okay. Now conceive, if we are having in the same next figure, what we have seen that one more time there is a body P and body Q is there. Now in this case the velocity of and once again we have considered the 2 points. I have considered the point A and point B. In previous figure the velocity are making an inclination, are not parallel to each other, but right now the velocity at point A and velocity at a point B are parallel to each other. And if I draw a vector which will be perpendicular to the velocity at point A and velocity at a point B, then these two lines will never going to intersect with each other. Okay, so as they are not going to never going to intersect with each other, so their ICR, okay, because intersecting point which are drawn perpendicular to the velocity vector is nothing but a instantaneous center of rotation. But as the vector, when the velocity vectors are parallel to each other, and if you have drawn a line perpendicular to them, then they are never going to be intersect. So it means that their ICR is going to be lie at infinity. Okay, when it is possible, when the direction of 2 points on a body are parallel to each other. Okay, it means that their ICR is going to be lie at infinity. Okay, now there are certain rules to locate the ICR. Okay, these three rules, there are three rules are there. How these three rules are there? These three rules are related to three types of pair. We have generally seen a turning pair, a sliding pair, and a rolling pair. According to this pair, there are some rules to locate ICR. Okay, now first one is when two links are first one is connected related to the pin joint. Okay, now as shown in figure you can see that there is a link number 1 and link number 2, and these link 1 and 2 are joined over here with the help of a pin joint. Okay, in this case the ICR of two links, okay, link number 1 and link number 2, that ICR of link number 1 and 2 is going to be lie at the point of the joint itself. Okay, because if I consider the velocity vector, if I am considering link 1 is fixed and link 2 is moving in this direction, it means that if I consider the point A and point B over here on this location, and if I drawn, and their velocity will be perpendicular in this direction, and if I draw a velocity vector over there, they are going to be intersect at a point of a joint itself. That's why the velocity, that's why the ICR for the link number 1 and 2, when there is a pin joint, will be at the pin joint itself, and the ICR is generally denoted with the help of I suffix link number 1 related to the link number 2. Okay, now this is for when there is a pin joint. What is a pin joint? It is nothing but a turning pair. Okay, now next one, there is a rolling pair. When there is a two links have pure rolling contact between them, then the instantaneous center lies at the point of contact between them. Okay, in this case, if you see at the figure number 2, the link number 1 is the fixed one, which is nothing but a ground, and on this ground there is a one roller which is rotating in this direction, anti-clockwise direction. Now if you consider the 2 points on this link number 2 which is moving and link number 1 is fixed, the point A and point B, and if you drawn, and their velocity vectors are shown in the figure, and if you drawn a perpendicular to this velocity vector, their point of intersection is going to be meet at the point where the roller is going to make a contact with the fixed link. It means that the instantaneous center for the rolling pair or for the pure rolling contact will always lies at their point of contact. Okay, so we have seen the rule ICR for the turning pair, we have seen the ICR for rolling pair. Now we will discuss a ICR when there is a sliding pair. You can see in this figure there is a link number 1 which is a flat surface or a straight surface, and which is the fixed link. Okay, and on this fixed link there is a slider is moving, which is moving from left right to right to left in this direction. Okay, now as we can see, if we have taken a point A, 2 points on a link number 2, okay, as we are saying that it is a slider, so it is moving horizontally, and it is moving, so velocity at point A will be horizontal, as well as velocity at point B, as well as it will be also horizontal. If you have drawn a perpendicular to both of them, that at a point A and a point B, then these two perpendicular vectors drawn at point A and B are never going to be intersect to each other. It means that the ICR, in this condition, the ICR, that is the instantaneous center of rotation, will lie at infinity, because these two lines are never going to be intersect in the future. So that's why ICR is going to be lie at infinity when the slider is moving on the straight surface. Okay, for a sliding pair there are 3 conditions are there. Out of that, the first one is the straight surface. Okay, for a straight surface, instantaneous center is going to be lie at infinity. Next one, once again there is a sliding pair, but instead of a straight surface there is a curved surface over there. Okay, when the slider is moving on a link number 1 which is a fixed but having a curved surface as shown in figure. Now in this case, once again you have considered the velocity at point A is moving in this direction, velocity at point is moving somewhat upward. If you have drawn a velocity, a vector perpendicular to this point A and B, then they are going to be intersect at a point somewhere. Okay, and that point is always in this condition when there is a curved surface is over there, then that intersecting point is nothing but ICR, and that ICR will be lies at the center of the curvature of the curvilinear path. Means whatever may be the curvature of this path, curved surface is over there, they will have one center, and that center is nothing but the instantaneous center for the curvilinear path or for the surface when having a curved surface is over there along with the slider. Okay, and third category is over there. Now if you are considering, instead of there is a slider and instead of a link number 1 is curved, somewhat curved, it will have a constant radius of curvature. In that condition, the ICR is going to be lie at the center of the curvature. Once again, it will be at the center of curvature. In previous case, it is also center of curvature, but it is outside. Okay, it will be depend on the radius of the curvature. In this case also radius of curvature, but it is having a constant radius of curvature, so it will be a center of the circle in this case. Once again, you have to consider the velocity at point A, velocity at point B. We have drawn a velocity vector, we have drawn a vector perpendicular to the velocity. These are going to be intersect at the center point of the circle, which is having a constant radius of curvature. So in this way, we have seen how to locate ICR when there is a turning pair is over there, when there is a rolling pair is over there, and when there is a sliding pair having a straight surface, having a curved surface, having some diameter which is unknown to us, and having a curved surface but with constant radius of curvature. Okay, so in all these cases we are able to locate a ICR. Now next one, a velocity analysis. Now how to find out a number of ICR in a mechanism. Now number of ICR in a mechanism can be find out with the help of, it is generally denoted by the capital N is equal to n into n minus 1 by 2. Okay, where small n represent the number of link and capital N represent the number of ICR in a mechanism. We have located the ICR for the two links. Okay, one out of that we consider that link number 1 is fixed and link number 2 is having some motion. But if these links are present in a mechanism, then how to find out how many number of ICR is there? So this can be find out with the help of this equation or this formula which is given to us, that is capital N is equal to small n into small n minus 1 by 2, where small n represent me the number of links. Now if you consider there is a 4 bar mechanism is over there, as per discussion with 4 bar mechanism, this link is nothing but a fixed one. This is the input link to whom we are providing some input, then there is a coupler and there is the output link. Okay, now there are 4 links are there. If there are 4 links are there, the number of ICR in a mechanism will be 6. If you put the value of n is equal to 4, 4 into 4 minus 1 by 2, so it will be 4 into 3 by 2, so 12 by 2 is nothing but a 6 ICR. Which are these 6 ICR is over there? As we are know that it is a 4 bar mechanism, so we are write down the link 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, as we are write down the 1, 2, 3, 4, how many ICR will be there? The ICR can be count for each and every link excluding the itself. Means link number 1 will make ICR with all other remaining links excluding itself only. So it means that link number 1 I12, I13 and I14. So link number 1 is making ICR with link number 2, 3 and 4. Similarly, link number 2 is going to make ICR with link number 1, link number 3 and link number 4. So which can be represented in the row column of link number 2, they have just written down I23 and I24. So link number 2 is making ICR with link number 3 and link number 4. What about 1? It has been already covered up in the row number 1, that is related to link number 1. Either it is I12 or I21, it is nothing but a 1 and the same. Okay. Similarly, for link number 3, it is making ICR with the link number 1, link number 2 and link number 4. But we have, so in the under the column of link number 3, I just write down I34 or only 34. Okay. So means link number 3 is already paired with link number 2. So this I23 is nothing but I32, as well as I13 is nothing but a I31. Okay. So and under the row, under the column of 4, I have not written anything because the link number 4 has been already covered up I34, I24 and I14. So in this way, if you count it out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, each and every link is making ICR with all other remaining links. Okay, and so in this way we are having a for 4 bar mechanism, there will be 6 number of ICR, and these are the 6 ICR over there. Okay, next, if we are having a mechanism having a 6 number of links are there, then how many ICR will be there? As per the previous formula, that will be n into n minus 1 by 2. So it will be a 6 into 6 minus 1 by 2. So there will be 6 into 5 by 2. 6 into 5, it will be 30 divided by 2. So number of ICR will be 15. Which are these 15 ICR? In this case, it will be a, we are just supposed to write down link number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. What will be the ICR? Under the column of 1, every ICR has to be linked with the remaining link. So 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5 and 1, 6. Similarly, for link number 2, we have already covered the 1, 2. So we are not going to repeat it. So starting with the next one, so 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6 under this column. What about 3? We have already covered the link number 2, 3 and 1, 3, which is related to link number 3. So we are not going to be count it once again. So only simply 3, 4, 3, 5 and 3, 6 has to be counted out. Similarly, for link number 4, it will be 4, 5 and 5, 6, 4, 6. Okay, and for link number 5, it will be 5, 6 only. And for link number 6, it has been already covered 5, 6, 6, 4, 3, 6, 2, 6 and 1, 6. So if you measure it, it will be 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. So total number will be equivalent to 15 number of ICR. Okay, then next one. Now we will discuss about how to find out a velocity of a point on a link by ICR method. Means if we are having a one link is given to us, okay, and on that link we have assumed that there are 2 points are there. Suppose there is a 1 point, this is the link which is given to us arbitrarily, we have drawn a one link and we have considered the 2 points on these 2 links, on this given link, digit link, the point A and point B. At point A, the velocity at point A will be moving in this direction and velocity of point B is moving in this direction. But we know only magnitude of velocity at point A. Okay, the velocity at point A is making an angle of alpha with respect to the point A and B, which has been joined with the line, and similarly velocity of point B is making angle beta along with the link AB or along with the line joining the 2 points AB. Okay, and we are aware of that VA is known in magnitude as well as in direction. Means the velocity at point A, we know the magnitude as well as direction, but velocity at point B, we know the direction only, we don't know the magnitude. Now we have to find out the values of velocity at point B by using ICR method. How to find out, we will discuss it in upcoming slide. Okay, we means that velocity at point B, I know that velocity at point is in this direction, but what about its value, I don't know. So we have to find out it on the basis of ICR. Okay, now consider, okay, now consider the component of velocity at point A and the component of velocity at point B along the link AB. If I consider velocity component of velocity VA along link AB, then that component will be VA cos alpha, because it is nothing but adjacent. Okay, cos function is nothing but a adjacent upon hypotenuse. If you have drawn a perpendicular, if you drop a one and if you complete this triangle, then this will be 90 degree, and if you find out the velocity component along the link AB, it will be a cos function. Similarly, if you consider the component of velocity VB component along a link AB, that will be VB cos beta, because it is also adjacent. So adjacent side will be having a cos function over there. So VB cos beta is over there. Okay, if we have to locate ICR in this condition, what is this A? It is one of the point on a link A on the body, and B is what? It is the one of the point on same body. Now if I have to locate a ICR, what I have to do? I have to draw a velocity
a, I have to draw a perpendicular, which will be, I have to draw a line perpendicular to the link, perpendicular to the velocity vector, which is at point A and at point B. So at point A, the velocity direction is in this direction. So I had drawn a one line which will be perpendicular to the velocity vector, direction of velocity vector. So I had drawn a one perpendicular. Similarly, perpendicular to the VB will be in this will be drawn perpendicular in this direction. The perpendicular drawn from A point and B point is going to be intersect at one location, and that point is nothing but I, which is nothing but ICR for a link AB. It means that this point I will have a constant angular velocity, or we can say that about this particular point at that instant it is going to be rotate with a constant angular velocity. Okay, now we have located a point I on the basis of the direction of velocity at point A and the velocity at point B, and this is the location of your I, that is nothing but ICR for a link, given link AB. Now if we are resolving the component along AB, okay, this VA cos alpha and VA cos beta will be the same for that instant, because along the same line, okay, these both the components are along the same line, and for the same instant these two components or these two velocity cannot be different, they will have the same velocity. It means that we can write down the VA cos alpha is equal to VB cos beta. If I rearrange this equation, okay, if I take on out VA upon VB, okay, then it will be a cos beta upon cos of alpha, which I have written it down over here. What is the value of cos beta? I can write down the values of cos beta in terms of a sine of 90 minus beta. Similarly, cos alpha can be written it down as a sine of 90 minus alpha. Okay, consider this is the equation number 1. Similarly, if we apply the Lamis theorem or a sine rule for a triangle ABI, where is the triangle ABI? A, B and I. If this is the point is over there. For that, if you apply the Lamis theorem, then AI, what is like AI upon sine of 90 minus beta, and similarly BI upon sine of 90 minus alpha. Okay, how it becomes 90 minus alpha? Okay, because this total you have drawn AI perpendicular to the VA, it means that this total angle will be the 90. Okay, out of that this portion is an alpha, so remaining portion will be 90 minus alpha. Similar logic is applicable on this side also. So on the basis of that, we by applying a Lamis theorem or a sine rule over here, we can write down AI upon sine of 90 minus beta equal to BI upon sine of 90 minus alpha. If you rearrange this equation, AI upon BI is equal to sine of 90 minus beta upon sine of 90 minus alpha. If you compare the equation number 1 and 2, on the basis of equation number 1 and 2, you may write down VA by VB is equal to AI upon BI. Okay, over there also VA by VB is equal to sine of 90 minus beta upon sine of 90 minus alpha. So from this equation number 1 and 2, we write down the ratio of velocity is exactly equal to the distances from the same of the same point from the ICR. Okay, what is AI? It is the distance from the ICR to the point A. What is BI? It is the distance from the ICR to the point B. Okay, which is equivalent to what? VA by VB. What is VA? Velocity at point A. What is the point? VB is nothing but velocity at point B. We know the magnitude of velocity at point A. We are able to find out the values of A and B on the basis of a graphical method. Graphically, then what is the unknown in this case? That is a V suffix B, that is the velocity at point B. So on the basis of a ICR point, we are able to find out the velocity at point B. So which can we find out over there, and which is equivalent to the omega, that omega is nothing but the angular velocity of a link AB for that instant. Okay, similarly, if you consider any point, okay, on this link, okay, then how to locate the velocity over there? Then you have to just simply join this point C with the ICR point and just measure this distance. then velocity at point C can be found out once again. V upon AI is equal to Vb upon Bi is equal to Vc, that is represent velocity at point C upon Ci, where Ci is nothing but a distance from the point ICR to the point which you have considered on the given link, in between point on the given link. Okay, so in this way we have discussed about how to locate ICR, what are the different rules to locate ICR, then how to find out a velocity of a point on ICR by using ICR method. Okay, thank you.